It's something about that money, man, I can't get enough. Shawty going down, come my down paper up. They try to steal my sound, cause they know they sound so. And the foreign bitch kicking like Jet Li, showing everything girl just met me. Pretty face girl, why you so messy? I keep hunting shawty, why you wanna test me? Test my glove playing for the breastfeed. Should've took over the top hit it just be. Got boys caught a boogie, I bet it. Still talking now, I know he ain't ready. When I first took the check, that's when I found love. Man, that job ain't work, I hit the block and found drugs. Hit the trap and grabbed some weight, I put the pounds up. A lot of niggas, they fell off, my money still up. You could call me Iron Man, I keep that steel tuck. Or you could call me John Deere, cause I keep real bucks. In the trap, one onion, my plug about to tear up. I only talk the money, shout it, lift your ears up. And the foreign bitch kicking like Jet Li, showing everything girl just met me. Penny face girl, why you so messy? I keep hunting shawty, why you wanna test me? Test my glove playing for the breastfeed. Should've took over the top hit it just be. Got boys caught a boogie, I bet it. Still talking now, I know he ain't ready. And the foreign bitch kicking like Jet Li, showing everything girl just met me. Penny face girl, why you so messy? Keep hunting shawty, why you wanna test me? Test my glove playing for the breastfeed. Should've took over the top hit it just be. Got boys caught a boogie, I bet it. Still talking now, I know he ain't ready.
I ain't going back to jail, dog. I ain't going back to jail. Next time, they see me, it's gonna be bad.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. On first down, Allen. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
No need to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. His throw is complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal at the 1. They'll try to punch it in. Gordon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
You already know who it is. Big fat. Flyest fat nigga you know. You other niggas never competition. You dig?
Brown, the lone receiver left. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased. And they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by the length of the football for a first down.
First and goal, Chargers.
Now Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. Refusing to go down. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Second and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Allen sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. There's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
Brings up third and 5.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10 at the 45. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He is tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
The moving parts on a play like this, you know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Buccaneers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Well, and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And some room to roam now. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Caught left side, Hopkins. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They go play action with Hurts. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is fourth down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The carry. Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
At the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. This one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth-quarter do-or-die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Gardner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Number 25.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, able to get this to Gordon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now at 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives and ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Back now in Tampa. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Hurts. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Chase Claypool.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 7 yards there and a first down. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun on third down. Allen. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. To throw again. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. It's brought in here by Willie Snead, and he's taken down inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Allen to throw once more.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yards. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Allen. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. John Brown with time running out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Crosby for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 20-all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we switch to football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets in possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get a field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
number 33.
A pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll go again to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still on time. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Again, this to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brings up second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Second down, it's Jones. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 words with you in this one, I got some overtime.
Trying to make this a thing. I just want to get it. You're really performance, but you have it. How much fun was that? We had that type of a game. Got us to overtime. And we were trying to finish things off. What a game.
So for the Chargers, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week.
She gon' leave with me. Landed in Vegas, but I fly out of D.C. Look at my diamonds, that boy got on VV.